Today we'll be learning about idea evaluation and selection. So initially what we learned, we have first identified a problem or multiple problems, and then we selected one problem for understanding and solution generation. And when we have a problem with us, which is we have selected, we have generated product design specification. So once product design specification is done, then we have generated lots of ideas, methods we have used, brainstorming, switchboard diagram, other methods we have used to analyze the problem, and then we have actually find out a lot of solution for this. And these solutions, once we have it, these solutions we need to evaluate. So for evaluation of the solutions, we need to have evaluating criteria. So this criteria is going to come from the beginning of the exercise. What are the major criteria used for assessment of the solution? So once we have this criteria, we are going to use this criteria for selection of the right kind of solution. And once the evaluation is done, we are going to select the best one or the top two one for further testing, where we make a prototype. So this is the way we are going to learn this. And in today's lecture, we are going to learn how exactly we are going to have this evaluation done. There are a lot of methods. Some methods we are going to discuss. Now, concept evaluation and selection is having a few steps. So when you're talking about concept evaluation selection, first thing actually whatever we have learned is problem understanding, then solution generation, and then we have used solution evaluation and selection. So basically here we are analyzing the problem, here we are generating solution, and here we are evaluating. So for concept evaluation and selection, there are certain steps. So what are the steps? We can write as step 1 is find the evaluating criteria. Step 2 is rank the solution and compare. Step 3 is select the best one. And there can be more than one solution. And there is always a way to improve it. Now there there are techniques are there for concept evaluation and selection. So one is the external decision. So here is, we can request customers, experts, outside the organization to evaluate the product. The next possibility is we can use a product champion. That in a expert within the company, and he or she can evaluate the concept and select the best possible concept among the concept which has been generated by the group of designers or managers or engineers. The next thing is intuition. This actually, we do this evaluation, use this technique a lot. This is about feeling. Sometimes this evaluation actually is very good, this kind of technique. However, not always. Sometimes you may get biased. However, this is very important method. Next is multi-voting. So 1, 2, 3. Here we can use votes. Votes of the members, and then they are going to tell which method is the most, which product or designs they like, and maximum voting, whichever ideas they'll get, that one will be selected. We can also use crowdsourcing. Online survey. There are certain online tools. Even Google is having a tool which is free, can be used, and many people can be asked to give responses to this. We can list pros and cons. Of each idea. And the best thing among all these things, basically decision making based on the prototype. This is the best one. Now, apart from that, we also have certain kind of decision metrics. These are weighted and without weights also. So this we are going to learn today, how we can use this technique. Before we go to this technique, there are certain things which you understand, that we are trying to use this technique so that we reduce the biasness towards the idea which we have generated personally. So the most commonly used one is this selection based on experience. One is the selection based on experience. The second common method which is used in many organizations is selection based on voting. And third one which we are going to learn here is formal selection methods. With or without weights. So formal method, among the formal method, one of the thing which is very simple is the simple concept selection method. We are going to learn about simple concept selection method. So here, take for example pen 1, pen 2, pen 3. And there are some evaluating criteria which we can use. Take for example, the first evaluating criteria is that duration is how long you can use it. Second is you can use the aesthetics, ergonomic, and then maybe cost, and then whichever method, duration. This maybe pen number 3 you can write really long, so we can plus. Pen number 2 is little less. Pen number 1 is not much. Okay, so we don't have give anything. Aesthetics, in terms of aesthetics, the pen number 2 is far better, very good looking, and pen number 3 is not that great. And then for ergonomics, maybe pen number 1 is good, pen number 2 is very good, pen number 3 is really good, that also is good. So cost maybe actually it should be higher, it should be lower, so that way pen number 1 is good, low cost, pen number 2 is again it is lower cost, and pen number 3 is very good, low cost. So now depending upon how many plus and how many minus, you can see here that this is the pen number 3 is the design of this pen number 3 is maybe concept 3 actually. Concept 3 is far better than the others. The next method which we can use is weighted method. So weighted method, we are going to give weights. So take for example, we have designed mouse. So concept 1, concept 2, concept 3. So we don't need this drawing now. So here we can say that criteria for this, and the criteria are that accurate, second is cost, third around ergonomic. So here we are going to use weights. So weights criteria may be weight, which is more important among all this. It has to be accurate, but how much important this one is? So 0.3 maybe, and cost you can say 0.4 maybe. Cost is important, and this is 3 maybe. So here you will see that it should be total should be 1. So now we are going to give ratings and then value, then ratings, value, ratings, value. So take for example, for first concept we have the ratings as maybe out of 5. So it is quite accurate. So we give 5 out of 5. For concept 2 it is also accurate, but not that. Concept 3 is also very accurate. Cost is, in terms of cost, actually should be less. So concept 1 is 3, concept 2 is also 3, and concept 4 for 3 is high. So it is 2, basically 4. So ergonomics you can say as rating as again 2, and concept 2 is 3, and concept 5. So now if you want to have the value, take for example, so here it will be 1.5, 1.2, 0.6, and then we are going to add this all of them together. So here we will see 1.2, 0.2, 0.9, 1.5, 0.6, and then 0.5. So that when we are going to add, we can find out how much it is, and whichever is the highest one we can select this, right? So here 3, 3.3, and this is 3.6, 4.6 this is. So here you see that this one is the best one among all this, and slowly is going to go like this. So the concept 3 will be selected for this one. Okay, apart from this, we also need to understand that whether the evaluation is done correctly or not, which means that did the final solution meet the customer expectation. And does it have the wow factor? And is it sustainable or not? These are all additional information which you require for selecting the best one. Is it good for the society? And did it meet the design specification document? Are the customers happy? And does it match with the price? That is competitive also. So all these things we have to see. Thank you. Okay, fine. So now we have 12 ideas, and now the next step is to select the best idea. And that is a little difficult process. So one possibility, there are multiple methods to do that. One is that we can use criteria and then weighted criteria, multiply with the factor and then do it. Second is we can use expert also. So right now we use the voting system. Voting system means he's going to read each of this idea, 12 ideas, and how many of you agree with it, just raise their hands, and then he's going to mark the number, how many of you agree. And then depending upon how many of you agree, maximum number of people, this one, voting, we will take that as the best or most suitable solution among all of us.
Okay, so we'll start with the first solution that has been provided. The first one is that maintaining the feedback of the cleaning staff. So how many of you agree that this should be the proper solution for that?
Yes.
Okay, so 3%. Okay, the second one is the proper authority should be assigned. The authority should be properly assigned all the cleaning staffs regarding their particular duties. Okay, so I'll too agree with this solution, so I'll write 4. The third solution is that the checking of the cleaning places should be done on the random basis. Okay, so 2 are there. Okay. Okay, the third one is the fourth one is that regarding that the sleeping cycles of the students, so flexibility should be there in the timings. So how many of you think? Okay, the one student. Okay. So the fifth one is that the authority should, some amount of power or authority should be assigned to the students also regarding this. So how many of you agree with this? Okay, including I also include. I am completely agree with this solution. Okay. The another one is that the active participation of authorities, students, and the cleaning staff together for this combined solution. Okay, so 2 are there. Okay, the seventh problem is that the quality of equipments used by the cleaning staff should be of a good quality. So only 3 are there. Okay, the third one is that the cleaning should be done on the weekends also.
1, 2.
Okay, 2. Okay, so one more solution that we discuss is that the access of equipments to the students should be provided. So how many of you agree with that? Okay, so I and Rishabh agree with that too. Okay, so then last one is that the shift basis system of the cleaning staff. So how many of you agree? Okay, only 1.
Yeah. So now we are going to see which one has received the highest number of voting, and possibly there are multiple of them. So, and all this we will going to collect, and this is our the recommendation from the group. Okay.
Okay. So, depending upon the voting system, I think we got a maximum number of votes for the solution of proper authority should be assigned through the management, through the cleaning staff, and having the participation of students itself. So, this solution has got the highest voting. We all four have agreed with that. Another one is that one floor, particular floor should be provided which each and every staff member should be given. So proper assigning of the duties at a particular position should be given. So this one has also got the highest number of votings, that is 4. So these two are the total number of solutions that we have got.
Okay, thank you, and I would like to thank every one of you for your participation. Thanks.
So I'll state the solutions one by one, and whoever agrees can raise the hand simply. So the first solution is that proper standards of international or Indian standards should be followed while planning a machine workshop. So we all agree, so we can have the vote of 4. The second one is that proper ventilation should be done for every machine. Proper ventilation system should be there.
No.
For each and every
It will
machine.
increase the cost.
It's
Okay.
not possible also here.
It can be
Okay.
it can be categorized.
Okay,
So no one is agreeing.
no one is agreeing. So I can give a 0 for that. Okay. So next one is that categorization of similar kind of machine and different and other kind of machine should be done.
Like
Kind of a chambers.
It will solve the ventilation issue.
Okay, okay. So
We
another
can collectively make a chamber for a selective type of.
similar kind of machines. Okay. Okay. The fourth solution is that proper scrap management should be there so that it can indirectly or indirectly will help in our good space management. So everyone agrees with that proper space management. Okay. So the next one is that more storage rooms should be there, and it should be kept in such a way that even if the expansion of the machine workshop occurs, the storage room should be there or not. More storage room.
But storage room will again take the space only.
Okay.
If
So-
they're outside the workshop, if we are expanding and creating storerooms, then it's okay.
So
Not
I
creating
I think I agree with this. If anyone else agree with this, storage rooms, more storage rooms should be there. It may directly affect.
like
other.
storage room should be there so that the waste
If you
which
have-
is lying around in the entire workshop.
Okay.
can be-
So I can say two votes are there from our sides. Okay. Another solution is that there should be more number of doors for entry and exit with a good escape plan
Yeah.
in case of emergency.
Yeah, it should be.
So I think you three are agree with it. So another one is that the seventh solution is that recycling, reusing of the waste material, which can leads to sustainable, helping to achieve the sustainability for the workshop. So okay. So one vote is for this solution. The eighth is that proper sitting arrangement at a particular place only.
Yes, that should be.
Yes.
Okay. So this will give a fourth solution. And more number of windows to be placed at those machines and those machining operations where air circulation requirement is much more high. So will that?
Not such- If we are going with the previous solution of
If
making
you are making the
compartment,
compartments, it will solve the problem.
Okay, so I think there's
Particle machine.
only my vote will be there in this. Okay. Another solution is we provided that big doors to be installed in case new machines enters.
Yes.
yeah.
So big doors should be there. Okay. So it will cover 4 votes. And the last solution is that we should always have a space, additional space for new shops in case of expansion of our workshop.
That
Space should
depends
be
upon
there,
requirement. That
but it's
depends
not
on
there now. It's
requirement.
not available.
So anyone is agree with that or not? Should I count and how many votes? Okay, so Rakesh, sir, one vote will go. Okay, so from here on we have concluded the voting system for every solutions that we have got.
Which is the highest? Which is the highest?
So regarding the highest one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Out of the 11 solutions, 5 solutions are there. So there are multiple solutions which have getting the highest votes. That is all of we agree for 5 best solutions.
Okay, which are the solutions?
So the solutions are, first one is that the planning and of the workshop and placing of the machines should be done according to the standards. The second solution is that categorization of similar kind of machines to be done at a one place and different machines categorization at a different place. Another solution, the third solution is that the scrap management, proper scrap management should be there, which can directly leads to a good space management. The fourth solution is that proper sitting should be there at a particular designated place for the staff workers. And the final solution is that big doors should be installed in case there are new big machines to be installed in the workshop or not. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major solutions of the problem that we got. Thank you.